because of a flea. I nearly was disposed 20 years ago as cross-dressing. When I frantically loosened the binding on my chest, the man in the bed suddenly woke up.
You're a woman.
You won't tell on me, will you, Mr. Page? I won't quite need.
Stop that. Get up.
I beg you.
In 19th century Ireland, women simply couldn't survive alone. I had to disguise myself as a man and work as a butler in this upscale hotel. I was naturally meticulous and organised everything perfectly. Only in this way could I avoid unnecessary attention. Every day after work, I would carefully record my income, even the tips from guests, and then carefully hide the account book under the floor. I dreamed of saving enough money to leave the hotel and open a small tobacco shop, living a stable and peaceful life. But the next day, Mrs. Baker hired a painter. Due to a shortage of rooms, she asked him to stay with me for one night. My heart was filled with unease. I was afraid that the secret I had hidden for 20 years would be discovered by this stranger. At night, I waited for him to fall asleep and then tiptoed into the room. First, I checked the place where I hid the money to make sure it hadn't been touched. But when I was about to go to bed, a flea suddenly crawled into my clothes and bit me, making me itchy beyond endurance. So I had to jump out of bed and take off my clothes to check. This movement woke up Page. He saw the binding on my chest and my exposed private parts. My eyes were filled with terror. Page didn't seem to want to expose me. The next day, he worked as usual, and everything seemed as if nothing had happened. But I still couldn't calm down and tried hard to please him. Page noticed my unease and took me to a room, telling me a shocking truth. It turned out that Page was the same as me. I fled in terror, finally no longer worried that Page would expose me. After I managed to calm my heart, I found Page again.
You want to hear my story? It's not much to tell. I was married to a house painter, as it happens. A drunk and a bully. One night he came home scuttered, gave me the usual hiding. Only this time he rounded it off with an almighty kick.